practice. In the collection mode on sample 1, and we got 11 minutes left in that particular mode, and we have not gone, the system status sample pump lights have not gone out. They are still on. And they're still moving forward. Still in light matrix F versus G.
I just want to verify the attitude. We are going to wait before we go to the minus XLV YCP attitude until after we have adjusted the payload bay door. Is that correct?
Roger, go to drop up. Sorry for laughing. We're learning something about liquid dynamics in 0G with Dan drinking a glass of water.
CCSCOTC.
Go ahead.
Yeah, do you have any problem going to high power early so we can close out your constraint?
I have no problem.
Okay. Why don't you go over to 232 with the NTD and take our CRT with you.
OTC seal?
Ready, Joe?
Yeah, CMQC on 143.
CMQC? Go ahead.
You copy.
Thank you.
We will continue to monitor the weather as it progresses over the next couple hours.
FCO entity, air to ground on 1 contact. I copy loud and clear also. DHUD, CGSS, JPSX, verify active on 212 and monitor 232 for remainder of count. HUD, verified. GSS. GSS verified. JPSX. JPSX verified. With the entity on 212 and 232, conducting a T-minus 20-minute briefing. Page 857. Item 1 launch window opens at 1350 GMT, closes 2.5 hours later at 1620 GMT. Second launch attempt is possible. There are no COLAs for today's launch. The holder's request is issued between T-minus 9 minutes and T-minus 31 seconds. Countdown clock will be restarted upon successful resolution of a problem without a dose survey made of all elements. If the launch cannot be accomplished within the launch window or the following times exceeded, cutoff will be called. Launch train back hold time is 4 minutes 47 seconds. PLT at T-minus 5 minutes before APU start upon command of OTC only. Yep, PLT copy. And CDR, the pad egress system, is in nominal configuration. Evacuation helipad is number 8. CDR copy. At fire room launch team, please disable your telephone ringers at this time. Ingress and egress to the fire room will not be allowed after resuming the count at T-minus 20 minutes until after launch or flight crew egress if a recycle occurs. All personnel not active in terminal account will monitor only OIS channel 217. All personnel, please bear in mind critical post-launch operations will be in progress after successful launch, so please keep fire room activities and noise to a minimum. After T-minus 20 minutes, all problems or trends that require a countdown clock hold will be reported to entity on 212 together with recommendations. After T-minus 5 minutes, any hold, manual or GLS, should be accompanied by a description of the problem and recommendation. Countdown clock will continue until T-minus 31 seconds unless the recommendation to hold at the next milestone is necessary.
What procedure? What page? FS-72. Rendezvous book 2-29. Be block 40.
personnel association on 212. Any conversation on 212 during the aftercom check will be heard by the crew. Channel should remain silent except for emergency calls. And flight crew associates, you can adjust your volume as required for comfort. Do not change audio channel switch configuration. Houston, Columbia for takeoff. Ready, Jill.
We're ready to remove the probe from the side hatch. So I want to inform the CDR and the crew that we'll get a master alarm and a faction through the high cab press the K-ring.
Copy. CDR, you copy?
CDR, copy. We're ready to remove the probe from the side hatch. OTC, CL.
Ready, Jill.
I have a step by procedure to have you notify OVCC to continue side hatch closeout for op port 20.
Okay. OVCC.
A copy.
Ready, Jill.
I have a step by procedure to have you notify OVCC to continue side hatch closeout for op port 20.
Okay. OVCC.
A copy.
Yeah, Dan.
Go ahead. OTC, ECL.
Go ahead.
I haven't gotten a TMQC on 143 yet.
KMQC.
Copy. OTC, OVCC.
Go ahead.
The hatch is closed and latched.
Thank you.
Roger, go ahead.
We're in the insert collector portion of the CFIS operation sample 1, and flow 7 is reading 261 volts, and we're proceeding on.
Roger that, and we're going LOS now. We'll see you at Guam.
Estimating the V-bar at 300 feet in about 5 minutes.
John, MS1, I got a couple seconds here if you want to hear the description of the ascent looking out the overhead window looking back.
Okay, we're ready to copy now.
Okay, it was pretty surprising. I looked back for ignition of the SSMEs and for the SRBs, and darn near blinded myself. I looked back forward again, and sometime around SRB SEP looked back, and it looked like we were just totally enveloped in a ball of flame. I guess it was the light reflecting off aerosols in the air or whatever, but the flame was appeared to be all around us like we were in the center. Later on, at 6 or 7 minutes, I again turned around and looked back and was really surprised. I didn't expect to see much, but saw quite a bit, as a matter of fact. Just the main engines themselves were making a much brighter orange flame than I ever expected, and it was pulsating almost as if an engine were running back there unstable. And in fact, I asked Dan if all the engines looked okay, and the flame was I would say going down at least 45, 50 degrees, half cone all around the vehicle and pulsating. And the last thing I remember was ET SEP, which was the biggest surprise at all.
It looked like we were inside of a ball of flame for about 15 seconds there. That was, in fact, it looked like it was never going to stop. That really surprised us.
Okay, CGLS OTC. Let's go. Right, let's pick up with step 184, channel 127. I copy.
Okay, ready to copy.
Okay, Rommel, roll 113, pitch 207, yaw 059er. In your minus Y star tracker, you should have star 97. In your minus Z, star 57.
Okay, that attitude roll 113, pitch 207, yaw 059er, minus Y star tracker, star 97, star 9, star 57 in the minus Z.
Okay, CC GNC.
Go ahead, GNC.
Okay, step 399, it didn't work.
I copy. Thank you.
CPD.
Right, APD.
DAC 60 has been terminated. That's our lightning monitor.
I copy.
OTC, close out there.
Go ahead.
Okay, hatch is closed. We got good continuity and good ceiling check. We're ready to stall probe at this time.
Okay, you can proceed with white room closeout.
Okay.
Columbia, I think we got good star data, and if you got the angles, we'll go ahead and do an item 16.
We have the data, and you're go for the align.
Roger. Go ahead, Dan, we're listening.
We'd like to try a power cycle on the HDRR. That'll be an item 29. Execute.
Okay. AFM OTC.
Alright, AFM, go ahead.
Yeah, did you copy that on the hatch? They're only getting one micro switch on the continuity check.
That's firm. Could you have them up in the hatch and back up and close it again?
OVCC, copy that. Recommendation is to open and close again.
Okay, OVCC.
Go ahead, OVCC.
Okay, we opened that hatch and tried again. We're still getting one light. One continuity.
Okay.
OTC, yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
I've set my procedures and have to notify OTC. Continue side hatch closeout for office port 20.
Copy.
Roger, never got any words back. We're supposed to do that APU thermal, whatever it is, at 2 hours and 30 minutes, and the circ pump didn't come up to pressure, and words were going to come back, and nobody's ever said anything. The APU thermal conditioning enabled.
The melt seems to be stabilized, and it's about 63 degrees and 63 watts, and we were up at about 70 watts when we were doing this in a lab on a planet.
decimal 03. Z is minus decimal 01. For number 2, it's minus decimal 11 plus decimal 03 minus decimal 02. For number 3, plus decimal 08 minus decimal 09er plus decimal 08. And the execution time was 20 hours, 33 minutes, and 48 seconds.
Okay, Dan, we copy all that.
This is shuttle launch control at T-minus 1 hour, 19 minutes and counting. Still all goes well technically with the operations to prepare the launch of Columbia on mission STS-73. The closeout crew has just been given the go-ahead to close the crew hatch and perform their cabin pressure leak test. Also, the shuttle weather officer has reported back to the launch director, indicating that now that the sun has come up and we're able to get a better visual of the cloud coverage and the depths of the ceiling. He is reporting that we're now looking a lot better than we had initially thought, and we're anticipating that the cloud ceilings will continue to thin and dissipate.
OTC, DC6.
Go ahead.
Okay, we can't get this one last master out in the milk stew. It appears it might have to be drilled out.
OVCC, you're saying that you cannot remove it?
That is correct.
We're in the process of stabilize sample flow in sample 1, and we got a record-filled message on the CPIS, and the readout is Charlie 400. Sure did. Roger, go ahead, Bravo.
OTC, OVCC.
Go ahead, OVCC.
Okay, we're going to start now with a closeout of the hatch, installing the carrier panels, and start to configure the white room for fallback.
Copy that. CCSC, OTC.
Go ahead.
Yeah, do you have any problem going to high power early so we can close out your constraint?
I have no problem.
Okay. Why don't you go over to 232 with an NTD and take RCRT with you?
OTC ECL?
Go ahead, ECL.
Yeah, CMCC on 143.
CMCC? Go ahead. Yes.
You copy.
Thank you.
Predicting main engine cutoff for 8 minutes, 42 seconds.
Challenger Houston, your single engine press to me go.
Roger, Houston, single engine person,
That call tells the crew to press on even if 2 main engines shut down early. 7 minutes, 5 seconds elapsed. Velocity 17,000 feet per second. Altitude's 58 nautical miles. Downrange 459 nautical miles. All 3 engines still at 100%. Flight Director Green taking a status check. Getting a go from all controllers. 7 minutes, 45 seconds elapsed. Velocity 20,380 feet per second. Altitude's 58 nautical miles. Downrange 580 miles. Fly around to the, so he's gone.
time of ignition, 10 minutes, 39.3 seconds. Delta V, 153.5 feet per second. Burn duration, 1 minute, 30.5 seconds. A resulting apogee of 130 nautical miles. A resulting perigee of 33.3 nautical miles.
Good. Estimating the V-bar at 300 feet in about 5 minutes.
All you folks down there, this is our 5th day in orbit, and we're on our 65th orbit of the Earth. Our spacecraft is in good shape, and we've had a challenging mission so far. We've been really busy, but seeming to hang in there. As you probably know, this is the last of the designated test flights of the Space Shuttle system. Just to make everybody feel good, we got the port door closed, forward and aft locked. I'm just waiting to bring the starboard in on time. When we checked the two doors together, I just have to say that all the latches were going to hit at exactly the same time, and they all look like the absolutely nominal drawing you had in your PDP. We're currently in the process of opening the doors for what we hope will be the last time for a couple of days.
Body Delta East, minus 0.3, minus 0.1, and 0.
Here comes the doors to close. Coming up on T-minus 1 minute.
T-minus 1 minute and counting. The firing system for the sound suppression water system on the pad is armed.
Okay, see you there.
Ready, Phil.
We're ready to remove the probe from the side hatch. We want to inform CPR and include that we'll get a master alarm and back to the high cap section clearance.
Copy. CDR, you copy?
CDR, copy.
Roger, 0G, and I feel fine. Capsule is turning around.
I think we need to do a little more all-weather testing.
Amen.
OTC, CPR.
Ready, Phil.
Having set my procedures and have you notify OTC.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Okay, that's DEP Bravo 5, discrete rate vernier item 17, 0.016.
We're through with sample 1, and we're getting ready to start sample 2. MET for sample 2 is 0 days, 6 hours, and launch mega 59 minutes. much, Peace.
Tested the end effector, both in prime and backup. Dale is now doing phasing checks using backup on all joints.
Okay. Okay, I initiated auto sample starting at 7:27.
Okay, we'll be ready to copy as soon as you come up again, Jeff. Thanks a lot.
Copy that, and we're digging out the PAM deploy checklist right now, and as soon as we get them up and settled in, we'll